With Ukraine's counteroffensive proceeding slower than anticipated due to Russian defenses being dug deep, with heavy mines causing heavy losses in personnel and equipment. Defense Minister Lloyd Austin on Tuesday promised Kyiv additional deliveries of arms and artillery. The United States Department of Defense announced a new weapons package for Ukraine on Tuesday, including the Bradley and Stryker infantry fighting vehicles. Allies of Ukraine will continue to provide the platform, Austin told a news conference after the 14th meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group, UPCG. We are talking about additional levers and infantry fighting vehicles in sight, as well as artillery, so we will continue to generate fighting strength. We will continue to push for additional Bradley fighting vehicles, as well as Strykers and artillery. News of a new military aid package to Ukraine comes after the Russian-Ukrainian war monitoring portal Oryx said that Ukraine has lost 16 Bradleys so far in its counterattack against Russia. The U.S. has pledged a total of 190 Bradleys and 157 Strykers. Oryx reported no missing Strykers. Those lost figures could of course be higher as Oryx only tabulates vehicles that have visual confirmation of damage or major losses. Earlier on Tuesday, a Pentagon spokesperson reported that the U.S. would in coming days announce a new $1.3 billion aid package to provide Ukraine with additional air defenses, counter-drone systems, exploding drones and ammunition. The package will be provided through the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative Fund, meaning the equipment will be purchased from industry, rather than providing it from existing stock. There have been several videos and pictures that have appeared on social media of the Bradleys in combat, but few, if any, of Strykers. It is not known why, although it is possible they were detained along with most of the Ukrainian forces that were set aside for a counteroffensive. However, while additional Bradleys have been sent to replace the lost ones, more Strykers have also been sent in without word of losing their kind. Austin and Joint Chiefs of Armed Forces General Mark Milley spoke to reporters Tuesday after a meeting of the UDCG, an international group of about 50 countries working to supply Ukraine for its defense against Russia. So far, the U.S. and its allies have trained 17 brigade combat teams, 63,000 Ukrainian troops, Milley said. And the training continued with the addition of troops. Asked whether Ukraine's counteroffensive, now 6 weeks old, had stalled or failed, Milley said no. He said that although the war games held ahead of the counterattack indicated it would progress more quickly than before, the Russian defensive line was proving a major challenge. Ukraine, meanwhile, has a significant amount of undeclared combat power, Milley said, without elaborating on specifics. And I'm not going to say what will happen in the future, because that will be Ukraine's decision about where and when they do their backups, etc. Right now, Ukraine is maintaining its fighting strength, and then slowly and deliberately working its way through all these minefields. And it's a tough fight, Milley said. It's very difficult, but it started about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and the various war games that were done before estimated a certain level of progress, and it has slowed down. Why? Because that's the difference between a war on paper and a real war. The counterattack, he said, was far from a failure. In my view, I think it's too early to make that kind of call. The progress of this counteroffensive, plus any progress Russia may make, are things we will be keeping an eye on.